Welcome back to Full Beans. Today we're talking about the Senna tribute, Verstappen leaving F1, and the Imola Grand Prix. Full Beans.
My name is Ozzy. This is David. And we got Frankie over there on the boards. And make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on this video.
Turn on that bell notification.
And on today's show, we're going to get started off with the good old-fashioned Bottas calendar review. I know I've been waiting. I know you guys have been waiting. I know David's been waiting. I know Frankie has been desperately waiting. And let's get in and look for these cheeks right here. What do we got in store for the month of May?
Let's go, Frankie.
Oh!
A nice peach. A nice peach.
Very nice
Frankie,
peaches.
Frankie, what do you think about that peach right there?
Very nice.
And I'm talking about the fruit.
Oh,
Yeah,
I guess that looks pretty cool.
Oh,
Those look nice.
the other peaches are pretty nice too.
So continuing with our calendar review here at Full Beans, Bottas' calendar for a good cause, some sort of cancer, prostate, I believe.
Yes.
Anyways,
There it is.
YouTube, please don't cancel us again. This is a
great
good
cause. It's needed.
Frankie loves looking at the poster.
I look at it.
He
at
loves
least
the
4
reveals.
times.
He's been desperately waiting for this month.
Yes.
I already.
We're a week late because he was taking some PTO unapproved last F1 episode, and since it's an F1 segment,
They finally unlocked me out of this corner. You guys can't see it, but there's actually a whole fence around here, even behind the camera. And they finally left it unlocked, so I was able to escape
unlocked.
for one day.
He escaped.
Yeah,
We got him back there.
It's an electric fence, so he's locked up good.
There was a power out. He was able to climb.
But just like in Planet of the Apes, we got him back in.
Anyways,
Never mind.
No, we're
With
back.
that being said, good old Bottas calendar review. Nice seeing new pair of cheeks. Well, same cheeks, but a different position. And with that, on to the news. A juicy one right off the start. Max Verstappen leaving Formula One. Shocking news.
Actually, we got to send a tribute first.
Oh, okay. You want to do the Senna tribute
Well,
first?
Senna tribute, just a quick, shout out to the great Senna.
Yeah.
It is, I don't know how many years.
I think it's 30 years.
30 years since his passing.
Yeah.
Tragically at the Imola Grand Prix. FIA killed him in my book. But that's for another episode. What do you think? Thoughts on Senna quickly?
I think he left a great impact on the sport for a lot of future world champion drivers. Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, and Sebastian Vettel, because Sebastian Vettel is the one who led this campaign to tribute Senna this weekend, and he left a great impact on them to be, I guess, the best they could be. Right? Obviously, he was their role models, so it's good to see a tribute paid for him. Paid to him. So
I got my rug back here.
You do.
I made this rug too. First attempt at rug tufting.
Yeah, it came out good though.
Came out okay. This still needs to be cleaned up, but
yeah,
came out okay for now.
For your first rug.
Maybe if we get 1,000 likes on this video, we'll raffle it off to one of you lucky viewers out there.
We appreciate all those views that everybody's been.
All the views and comments, it's highly appreciated. It's awesome.
You allowing us to be in your living room,
Car,
your phone,
ears,
bathroom, I don't know, wherever you're watching
Shower.
from.
Fun fact about Senna. I think he was, up until this weekend, the only racer to have 8 consecutive pole positions.
And now that record has been beaten.
The record has been tied with Max Verstappen hitting his 8th pole position of the season. Consecutive. Oh, I don't know if it's of the season. Consecutive. I don't know if it's going back last year as well.
Yeah. But impressive.
Max Verstappen, Red Bull, not having the best of starts to the weekend.
No.
Looking a little shaky through practice.
Yeah.
Checo looking a little old Checo here. Knocked out in Q2.
Yeah, that was tough. Tough to be out. I think he had I think he had traffic out in when he got out, no? He didn't have the cleanest lap to get out there to set a good time.
Suppose, yeah.
So, also, you want to get it back straight into the race?
I'm lying. I see we're all over the place.
Dude, you're missing the biggest thing that we have right here.
You're right.
Jumping the gun. Verstappen leaving Formula One has us in shocked. David, what's your thoughts on this?
Well, we don't know if he's leaving.
Okay.
We don't know if he's leaving.
It was a comment made by
Karun, very informed source, I guess you could say. Very close to the sport. See him week in, week out at every course.
Has always very good
His comment was, back to Frankie's beautiful voice.
Read off the comment, Frankie.
Thank you. A direct quote directly from Karun Shandok. Increasingly, I think Max will stay at Red Bull for 2025. I think he will take 2026 off and have a year out. See what happens, and then in 27, he can go anywhere he couldn't. Anywhere couldn't he? He's talked about his ambitions of doing Le Mans and other forms. I think he will do something in 26. Have a year off. See who hits the ground running with the new regulations.
Okay, so
interesting comment.
And again, coming from an informed party.
Yeah.
Someone close to the sport.
Not some Randall yokel saying some crazy things out there. So, from an informed source. What are your thoughts here, David, about this comment?
Well, it kind of makes sense, right? Max is just at the top of the game. I don't know. Taking a nice little break, sabbatical, I think would be interesting. Maybe refresh. Maybe he loses some motivation since he's just like every week winning.
He wants a new challenge.
Yeah, this week was a little dicey, but he got it done. Coming out, he has said he wants to do Le Mans, so Le Mans would be an interesting. Let's see if he likes endurance, racing, or maybe he goes to I don't know. Comes to the greatest sport in the world, IndyCar.
Oh yeah.
The pinnacle of racing.
The number one sport, right? And F1, right?
So it would be really interesting. I don't know. What do you think? He coming back after the new regulations.
Yeah, I think he's not off on what he's saying. As far Verstappen has come out saying that he doesn't like the new regulations going into 2026. He doesn't like what's called the active aero, dynamics coming out. Because he says there's going to be too many moving parts, so it's going to be too complicated, a too complicated system. So maybe Max is looking somewhere else, and he wants a new challenge. Like David said, he three-time world champion already.
At that point, Karun also I think added that he could pretty much go to any of the big teams. They would all have a seat available. Hamilton would have done his 2 years at Ferrari. You could go to Ferrari, maybe come back to Red Bull, maybe go to McLaren, looking strong now. And I have to ask this, only because, I don't know, I feel like you have to ask this, but would a team take him after a year off of Formula One?
I think 100% yes.
100% I think
100%. I think that's the only reason this is even coming, has some light to it, because he can go, he's proven already that he can perform at any team.
Yeah, do you think... How many current racers do you think could say, I'm going to take a year off of my own choice to take a year off and come back, and a team would take him?
I literally, maybe one or two. Maybe.
Yeah, not a lot.
Maybe.
I don't think a lot.
I
mean, because especially the young, hungry guys, we've seen, what was his name? The Ferrari youngster?
Leclerc?
No. The
Ollie Behrman?
Behrman, that's Behrman, yeah. Mm-hmm. We saw how good he did. If some of these youngsters, they're ready, and you give them the opportunity, give them that seat, you might not see it back.
Yeah, that's true.
So it is kind of crazy to think that in a sport where there's a queue of people
ready to go,
jump into a car, and
Verstappen can take a year off,
just decide I'm going to go do something else and come back, and someone's going to take me. Mm-hmm. Pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah. I personally don't think he's going to leave. I think he's going to stay there as long...
Stay at Red Bull or stay in Formula One?
I think stay in Formula One.
But not necessarily Red Bull?
Not necessarily Red Bull.
Okay.
But I really don't see him going anywhere else. Because, Verstappen likes... Let's see. If Verstappen goes to somewhere else and he's not performing, and say he doesn't get the car to the performance that he wants... I think he's just gonna get fastidiado, and then he's gonna want to come back, no, to F1 and perform.
He's gonna get frustrated.
Yeah, because I mean, as we know, the car has to do a lot to do with how good you do in the sport, right?
Yeah.
So, I doubt
something that he could be doing is seeing who's the best. Like I think Karun said, hits the ground running, right? So he takes a break to see who's going to be the best car, and then he goes, all right, I'm picking that team.
That's true. That's a good point you bring up right there.
Or he could, maybe sign a 1-year contract.
Yeah.
Within that time, if he doesn't take a year off.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But interesting comment being said by Karoom. Obviously, he's in the F1 world, so he hears things that we don't. So obviously, there has to be some kind of truth to this, no?
I guess.
That's everything I have to say about that, David.
Yeah, I guess we can move on to the race.
The race.
Back to where we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Where I was rudely interrupted.
We go into this weekend with the Tifosi Strong. I don't know if it was a sellout crowd, but it looked sold out.
Probably sellout.
A lot of Ferrari fans. Obviously, we know this is in Italy. A lot of red out there. And we go in with Verstappen getting pole position, but not necessarily a very dominant pole position.
No, Piastri and Lando close behind.
Close.
Piastri ultimately getting second, but with a 3-spot grid penalty.
Yes.
What a stupid mistake he had.
Yeah.
Blocking off one of the Haas's. I can't remember which one.
Yeah.
If not, he would have been second.
He would have been in second.
And maybe fighting for that win by the looks of it.
And above his teammate, which, I mean, shows that Piastri is a real
race winner, Lando Norris.
Yeah. New race winner.
Fresh baby-faced winner.
Yeah. So we get off to the start. Clean start for everybody, no?
Pretty clean start. Yeah, not too much going on. Honestly, the race was not the most exciting race to begin.
To begin.
The race at the beginning was okay. This track is very hard to pass on track.
Yeah, I heard about that. There's not a lot of overtaking spots.
It was a little bit of a snooze fest for the first, I would say, half race, 3/4 of the race.
I thought it was going to be more interesting for Perez's race because everybody was starting on the mediums and he was starting on the hards. So let's see how this pans out for him. Helped him a little bit. He overtook some spots because he started in 13th or something, right?
Frankie, please give us started 11th. Yeah, he had to start 11th.
Yeah, he started 11th. There you go. So he made up some spots from the beginning.
It was okay race. I mean, he finishes in 9th?
Yeah.
8th? Yeah.
So the Ferraris, they performed okay too.
Is Leclerc,
they looked fast.
Is Ferrari finally seeing the correct decision they made?
Oh,
with letting go of Sainz and keeping Leclerc?
I don't know.
Because Leclerc, although Sainz has taken a victory, Sainz looked hot. Leclerc is steady top 4 every single race.
Yes.
Every single race finishing top 4.
I don't know. Sainz is still there, though. He's still lingering behind.
Sainz is there, but he's 5th. Lost the position.
But in a McLaren, that's faster, though.
The McLarens are looking hot. H-O-T, hot.
And like we mentioned before, of course.
Let's go.
Full beans great leadership. Zach Brown making the right calls.
We will kiss his peach till he gets onto this show.
Exactly, yeah. We'll play you a round of golf on Zach Brown. The McLaren's looking quick, dude.
Looking fast. Impressive upgrades that they have brought to the car.
Yeah, whoever's in charge of engineering or whatever they're making the right moves because who would have thought McLaren is now faster than the Ferraris?
And
taking it to the Red Bull.
What's crazy is that McLaren, but though we've seen in the past years, McLaren are a bit of a roller coaster, up and down, up and down.
They have their moments.
And down. They've easily had the most movement in the last few years of teams and where they've sat. Mm-hmm. Because we saw last year they were dead last, horrible, slow. Then they come back at the end of the year. Well, look at this. They've got.
Are they back or not?
They took a dip at the beginning of the season compared to the form in which they were in at the end of last season. Not that they started the season bad, but I would say a dip from where they ended last season. And now they're on a papaya orange rocket ship straight to the top.
They're right to the freaking top. So I think this time it feels a little different. It feels like they understand the car a little bit more.
Yeah.
Than last season, where they would literally be, like David said, last, and then they would shoot straight to the top, right?
Yeah.
So even they even at that point they would say, like, they would be surprised, like, yeah, we didn't expect our car to be this fast. This time they're coming in. They even said on this track that this track doesn't suit them. But then,
well, we'll see what happens when the track.
Maybe are they taking a book out of Mercedes?
Are they sandbagging?
Sandbagging?
I don't know, because they
look like
fast.
Yeah. If this car doesn't suit them, if this track doesn't suit them, I don't know what track does. But it was, like David said, it wasn't that of an interesting race throughout the middle part, or even the beginning of the race towards the very end.
Then we get McLaren. Well, we saw it looked like Leclerc was going to catch Norris.
Yeah.
It looked like Norris had run his race, and Leclerc was gonna catch him. And out of nowhere, Norris goes, all right, stepping on it.
Yeah.
Leaves Leclerc.
Full beans on those last few laps.
10 laps.
Almost got it, dude.
Almost getting Max. I think, how many laps extra did he need?
I think he probably needed, like, I'd say 2 laps.
I think 2 laps. 2
laps,
And he would have got it.
Yeah.
He even said himself on the radio, he's like, man, this one hurts. Second hurts now, having felt that victory.
Yeah.
And it looked, like last week he needed a bit of a help from the safety car. Mm-hmm. This week he was hunting.
Straight out pace, dude.
Hunting him down.
Yeah.
And it looked, Max, and then honestly, kind of impressive for Max, because like we've mentioned before, he doesn't get camera time at all.
No.
Never gets camera time. There was a lap where he lost a second, and they were like, I don't know what happened. He might have gone off. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. Reason we don't know. Reason you don't know is because you never see him.
Yeah.
They never give him camera time. And let's just say he had a lot of camera time on this race.
A lot. Sponsors are getting their money worth finally. The ROIs hopefully come in strong. But yeah, you're right. They gave him a lot of camera time.
And as Norris was hunting him, we all like to say, okay, Max is sitting here because of his car. He's at the top because of his car, right? Mm-hmm. But impressive to feel pressure again and be able to withhold the pressure.
Yeah. So
withstand the pressure.
Yeah, it shows now Max's skill, right? As far as why he's a 3-time world champion, why he's as good and praised as everybody said. Because obviously his car wasn't. They were having issues from the beginning, having their car, setting up their car for this track. Him going on the radio saying that the car's not turning, and then for him to still hold on to that those final few laps, and it looked dicey, dude. Because at the end, now Verstappen won by 0.7 seconds.
0.7 seconds.
And earlier this season, we were talking about him winning by what?
8 seconds was like, yes, Checo's close.
Yeah, exactly.
8 seconds. Let's go. So, look, we're Checo fans, but if anyone can, if whoever takes it to Max, we'll be fans of.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't we said the same thing about Hamilton when Hamilton was dominating. Whoever can take it to Hamilton, we just want to see nice, competitive racing,
entertaining,
week in, week out.
Yeah.
And like we said, like the rest of the pack, you'll see like good races. Every week is competitive and everything. But
you'll see some battles throughout the field.
Yeah, but it's just we need to see that for that first place, right? Like that's the
where
most
it's worth.
That's the most important place, first place. We want to see that spot being changed.
I think now going away from Verstappen and Norris, it was a good race for Yuki. Impressive race.
Yuki had a good race.
What's it called? Ricardo.
He had a very impressive qualifying.
Yeah, he did. So did Ricardo
at their home Grand Prix. I think they're 10 miles from the track.
I think for now until they're moving, right? But
for now,
Ricardo
when they were the good old Toro Rosso.
Yeah, Ricardo looking like he's got he's slowly getting his form back together. What's it called? I know Frankie's a big Danny Ricciardo fan, so
absolutely
excited to see Ricardo.
He wants to see his
back.
beaches.
If we had a calendar with him, it'd be cool.
He wants to see his avocados, like he likes to say.
The Haas almost getting some points, dude. They were consistent getting points, but fell out of the points. What's it called? Albon having a DNF. I think he was doing a DNF of the race, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Albon fresh contract.
Oh yeah,
fresh
contract.
Fresh contract,
Williams.
and yet Logan finishes higher than him.
Yeah.
Mistake.
See. I don't know. What's it called? Yeah, fresh contract. So now he's out of the Red Bull picture. He was one of the contenders to go onto Red Bull. Now he's out. Does they give it a safer? Is now Checo safer?
I don't think so. I think it still depends on how Sainz performs, and if Sainz pops up again on. I mean, not that he's in a bad form, but if he pops up higher, keeps placing higher, I don't know. I don't think Checo moving down in the championship series, the championship lead this week into third place.
So what's it called? For him to get his race seat for next year, he has to finish at least second again.
Second or bust, I think.
Yeah.
And it has to be an impressive second. I don't think he can barely finish second.
Not like last year.
No, I don't think I think it has to be an impressive second, a dominant second place to keep that seat.
Not unless I think, like McLaren, they start challenging Red Bull and they start becoming a quick car, right? Then he might be a little better off, but...
I don't know. Maybe you're right. If he can hold third, if podium is consistently Max, McLaren, and Checo, maybe he can keep it. But I don't know.
We'll see. I guess you have to tune in here at Full Beans to find out.
A good race from Ferrari.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not closing it out. Yeah, I'm just saying. Make sure you tune in and make sure you like and subscribe and comment and share this video. Right. But go ahead.
Back to
Ferrari. You're a Ferrari lover. Fred, we all love Fred. Rub his head every time for good luck. So, what are you going to say about Ferrari?
Up here, the top head.
Yeah, still got some hair on the side.
Yeah, good race for Ferrari. Ferrari, essentially a home race for them. Another home race.
Yeah.
Interesting race. Leclerc looked strong.
Yeah, Leclerc
continuing,
looked good,
like I said earlier, continuing top four. Third, but I don't know. What do you think about Ferrari? You think they're gonna fall down below McLaren, or you think they're gonna find some pace?
I think Ferrari are looking a lot stronger than last year and the years before, because what you notice about Ferrari now that I think a lot of people aren't talking about is that Ferrari's not making
their mistakes.
Their mistakes.
Yeah.
Their dumb mistakes they would make last time. Their indecisiveness at the moments that they need to be decisive, right?
Yeah.
I think they're ironing out the kinks. Now they can focus on the cars. They can focus on improving on race strategy, right? So I think they're looking strong. They're looking strong. They might not be performing at the level they want to, but I think slowly each race they're creeping up there and they're looking a little bit stronger. And
have they brought upgrades yet?
They did bring upgrades. A lot of people brought upgrades. I know they were one of them that brought upgrades. I think slowly, and they're people are starting to feel the pressure by Ferrari that it's not.
Can Leclerc finally win his home Grand Prix coming up?
That's
the luck, the bad luck, the lack of luck that Leclerc has had, the unlucky Leclerc at Monaco.
Man, I don't know. I mean, it would be awesome to see, Leclerc.
His best result, second behind Checo?
I think so, yeah.
And that one I was not rooting for Leclerc, I'll tell you that.
No, dude, me neither, dude. I think obviously if he gets pole position, he has a really good chance of winning, right?
The race is won and lost on Saturday.
Yeah, so I mean, I would love to see Leclerc win that race, unless Checo's in front. Then I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Leclerc. I'm not gonna be rooting for you just because of all the hardship and painful DNFs that he's had in the past at every Monaco Grand Prix that he has.
Look up the list.
Yeah.
Of his Monaco results.
Talking about Leclerc, he had a special guest this weekend there. His little dog, Leo, was there. He took
the wiener dog. He's a wiener dog, right?
Oh, he's a wiener dog?
I think he's a wiener dog.
Okay, I don't know. But he had a little accident in the paddock.
He pooped?
He pooped. They didn't have a bag there to pick it up, so...
I didn't see this.
Yeah, he got a lot of camera time, dude.
The dog.
He got
I saw a lot of posts.
Yeah.
I think he's a wiener dog, right? Dude.
So, yeah, not those kind of accents.
I don't know what Frankie's Googling back here on the boards.
But yeah, he got a lot of camera time. What's it called? Hopefully we can get the dog on here one day and get him a Starbucks from the...
Puppuccino, whatever it is.
Whatever that is.
Look at it. Look at the dog. Look at that dog.
Dude. That dog has some clout now, dude.
Dude, that dog has more followers than we do.
Yeah. If we get that dog on here, our videos are going to get a lot of views. Look at that. 3,300,000. I mean, I know that's Leclerc's, but the dog, I'm pretty sure 90% of to do that.
Okay, that's fake.
What's fake?
That picture of him sleeping with the dog.
Oh, of course that's fake, dude.
Anyways.
What's it called? Yeah, but shout out to the dog. Yeah, what's it called? Another team I think that impressed was I think that was it. Mercedes didn't look that good.
Mercedes looked
okay.
Average.
I think the only thing coming from Mercedes was they told Russell if he wanted to pit because they weren't sure that his tires were going to make it to the end. But if he pit, he was going to fall behind Hamilton. Lewis. And if he asked if we can get that switch back, and they said no. So I don't know, something going.
I don't know. I don't think that's. I mean,
I just don't know why they would tell Russell that. And why would he pit if that's going to be the situation? So
well, just to make sure that he doesn't have a puncture, like that he doesn't have a catastrophic puncture.
Yeah, but were they that worried? I mean,
I guess
it looked kind of sketchy, but
we have seen catastrophic puncture with Russell at Mercedes.
We have.
So
yeah, catastrophic puncture. Yeah. I think,
we got to get out there to Italy to go watch a race. The Italian fans, the Tifosi.
Oh yeah, dude.
They look crazy.
Dude.
Paint me in red. I would run over there. Yeah. I would have a blast with these guys.
Yeah, Italian people are awesome people. Shout out to the abuelita right there that I had when we went to Italy on the train. Nonna was offering me cookies, water, all this stuff.
Had a great time in Italy when we were there.
Yeah, so
hopefully we can make
we
it
passed by Imola.
We did pass by Imola after it was flooded.
When it was flooded, so great to see the track being back on the calendar. So
yeah,
I think that's everything I have to say.
I think David, that wraps it up.
I know this is an F1 weekend, but IndyCar, of course, we have to mention because it's the #1 sport in the world right here at Full Beans. It was qualifying this weekend. So make sure you check out that. Make sure you tune into our next video.
Grazie a tutti. Buonasera. Buonanotte.
And with that, Full Beans signing out.
I think Frankie just fired your ass.
Yeah, you just showed me up, bro. Which I'm fine with. Whatever makes the product greater.
No,
better.
I think I like it.
I'm totally for it.
I mean, I like when you guys say, but if
no. You got outvoted, Frankie. You're doing it now. Okay.
all in favor of Frankie doing the intros? Aye. The ayes have it. Frankie does the intro.
Damn, in a matter of 2 seconds, Frankie, everything got changed.
Frankie, you can't sell it that good, dude.
That was too good, dude.